All right. I will also. Oh my god. The windows are opening and closing again. Okay, that might happen during the recording. Oh god. It keeps tabbing me out. For those who may be watching on the recording, I apologize. I tried uninstalling some things because my computer said it was running out of space. So, oh god, it's popping up again. What the hell is happening? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Oh god. No, it's okay. It'll
You
go
got this,
away
Fran.
eventually. Okay. Uh we're gonna do out of character stuff first. Because there's a lot to talk about. Does anyone have any like in character stuff that they even like have planned? No? Okay. Might just do out of character stuff because I don't have anything planned. Nothing really has happened. Oh god, it's still. What the hell is with these windows? You guys will have to see the recording. It's crazy what's going on my screen right now. Okay. So I have a few like more serious things to talk about. The Virgil. Okay, good news first. Virgil and I have probably found an apartment. Uh, there's like we've signed the papers and everything, like to apply, and they said like you're probably gonna get it because there's no one else, and it's pretty affordable, and they allow beef to be there, so really exciting. That, however, means the SMP will be offline while we move. Uh, won't go offline right away. This will probably happen after Lore Tuesday this week. Maybe we might try to push it to the end of the week, but basically we just have to start packing everything up immediately. And while we like pause the SMP while we move and everything, I think in general the SMP just needs a break. There's been like a lot of stuff happening recently. I had to like cut off two of my longtime friends because of some personal differences. I'll say that. Um, so there's just been like a lot of stuff going on, and I think there's also just been a lot of like negativity and drama on the SMP as a whole this season. It started out very positive, but there's been like a lot of drama, and I don't know if anyone else has felt the same thing. Feel free to like speak, by the way, like if you have thoughts on all of this too. But my plan currently is to put the SMP on like a break, little intermission, to try and kind of reorganize things a little bit. Try to like solidify the story for this season, so we have more of like a goal. And sorry, I should have like written some of this down, but yeah, just reorganize things so it's like more fun for everyone. People feel like they actually have an impact on the story. I really liked running the one shots because I feel like, I don't know if this is for everyone else, I feel like that gave people a lot of agency and ability to like make decisions that have an impact on the story. And I want you guys to continue to feel that way. And kind of, I want to reevaluate some of the stuff. Like we made some changes. We brought in like the Soul Pack Navy. My idea was that, you know, Soul Pack Navy's here. It solves a lot of people's problems, and then that leaves room for people to just focus on like, you know, character development and stuff. But from what I've heard, people aren't liking that as much. So I don't think the Navy's gonna like go away or anything, but if there's a way that people have ideas of like how we can balance people, you know, still having to struggle a bit or whatever is needed for their characters, but also like Yeah, the Navy. I'll say the Navy is probably the only one of the only reasons we're going to be able to actually defeat Echo, because there's, you know, we need someone to control Freya, so we're like reel her in. um, but also there's just like a lot of constant angst and sadness on the server, and I want there to be some happiness and joy, not control. Like, you know, she doesn't know how to lead. She doesn't know how to like do a lot of things. She also doesn't know a whole lot about like what she can do. So yeah, guidance might be the better word than control. Uh, Gentle manipulation. That's crazy. Virgil also thought that he was gonna have a lot more time to like, you know, write out Friedrich's whole stuff. Cause like how she, you know, what happened to her during the Great Anomaly and stuff was pretty cool. He was gonna write a whole thing about that and everything, but he got a new job that's a lot more involved than his previous one. So that has uh kind of taken up a lot of his time. Uh sorry, I am kind of rambling, but basically we're gonna take the SMP off for like down for a few weeks to reevaluate, um, and give the staff team a break. A lot of the staff have been really stressed, um, and we've had some leave or consider leaving, um, and I want to make things better. If anyone has any like honest advice, please, or like ideas or whatever, maybe I can make an anonymous form or something that people can give their thoughts. Because I heard Cam actually was the one that said that like last season had this like magic to it that this season doesn't for some reason, and I don't know what it is. I think another thing is we just need more people. I'm gonna do some more marketing and stuff to bring in more fresh new people, because it kind of stagnates after a while. Not that you guys aren't great, but uh yeah. Does anyone have any comments about that? You don't have to like line up in the game or whatever, but if you do, I'm all ears.
Also, if there's like anything you would prefer to say, like, to Freya in private, they just feel free to DM her.
True.
Feel like, yep.
You can also DM another one of the staff if you want to. Would anyone be interested in like an anonymous form of like, hey, I want to hear how how people are feeling? Or do you think it's not really necessary? Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that you guys are comfortable with telling us stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I think if it's going to be anonymous, it's going to make people feel more confident in asking their question.
Yeah. Oh, and like Cece said, I get told a lot that people are too anxious to DM stuff. Yeah. I promise you we're not scary, but I get that it is a little intimidating. And I
Yeah.
know that I'm currently trying to work on my, I don't know what to call it. I say no a lot. When people give me ideas, I'm just like, no, we're gonna do this instead. I need to yes and people more. I think I get a little bossy about, all this stuff because
You're a
it's
bit
my.
protective, I can say that.
You can say bossy. um,
I was
yeah.
I was gonna say more protective because that's sort of what it is.
Yeah, I'm especially protective of Virgil's stuff. Like all of the Soul Pact Union stuff, I'm very protective because you know, he doesn't like people trying to like insert stuff or change things or whatever. Um, but yeah, I need to be a little bit like who who cares? Like if I don't know, things aren't exactly how we planned. Isn't that life? Nothing ever goes to plan.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I'll make some
think
sort of
the
inbox form.
I think the Saltpack Junior thing is more of a you and Virgil discussion. How to handle that. Unless like he already said that specifically, then there's nothing to change with that.
Yeah, no, he's also very protective of his stuff. That's why I'm protective of it, because I don't want people to misinterpret things, mischaracterize. Because a lot of people, when Friedrich was first introduced in the first What If server, a lot of people mischaracterized her as like this evil villain,
woman.
whatever, and they were like, there's a lot of mischaracterization, which kind of tainted things overall, even to this day. Even though people know her a lot better, especially people who have played in or participated around the like RPG Virgil has run, the damage was done.
Mhm.
And like, I don't care if people mischaracterize Freya, because she could be whatever. But Virgil's very protective of his characters, so I am very protective of them. Anyway, getting a little off topic here. I want the SMP to be the best for everyone, and I am honestly trying. There's just been so much stuff going on in the background that has complicated things. And yeah. Yeah, CJ. I think everyone's pretty protective of their characters. That's why I wanted to introduce the NPC thing, because like, if you can have characters out there that anyone can quote unquote mischaracterize and it doesn't matter, then like, I don't know. What did you guys think of the NPC thing? I know like the Hollow Valley group has some NPCs. I know that Kindle Grim has some NPCs. You like it?
I think it's good for interactions and like filler stuff. Because again, they're just there for the filler. Like they're
Yeah.
serving their purpose, and their purpose is really good. But that's just me.
Ties other characters from Solace into personal shenanigans. Yeah, that was the idea. Like Solace has a lot more population than just the people who show up at faction meets, which are usually like a dozen or so. Yeah. Another thing, I kind of want there to be a couple happy fun events. Technically there's like on the 28th is supposed to be the like summer festival thing. Is anyone interested in something like that? I could also have like a beach episode or like some fun sort of side quest type thing that people can do. If anyone's interested in that.
Again, like if you guys also want to host your own events and you guys want staff support or like any help with it, staff is open to help.
Something like the end event. We did bingo and stuff. Yeah, that'd be fun. Pancake said she could run her game show.
I'm sure.
So that's something that should be coming up.
It's just
Warden Fight Club. That's a good one too. Oh yeah. Virgil's not going to watch this video, so I can say this, but I'm still planning this week to stream for his to prep stuff for his birthday. That is still going to happen starting tomorrow. So be ready for that. Mini games, yes. I maybe having like Whack a Marcelo? That's crazy. I don't remember doing that, but that's a good idea.
It was a Whack a Virgil.
Yeah,
it was like you guys handed us a bunch of mazes.
We jumped down that long thing.
Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it.
We should airdrop on a clip so we can get more. That's funny. Yeah, maybe we could do another like mini games thing. I don't know. Tomato sauce. Okay. Well, if anyone has any like announcements or anything for their own stuff, go ahead. Maybe no one does. Oh.
Sorry. Game is a bit slow. I could get up there any faster any day now. I'm right there.
The shaders are messing you up. You need to turn them
No,
off.
this is usual stuff. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, great introduction to that. As some of you may have noticed, I had made a lorem to do with Kron, who is currently looking for employment. I know, very scary. Don't worry, it's fictional. At the moment, I had created a list of places that they are wanting to look, or I want them to look. It's like a couple factions and a couple other things like the resource center, the hospital, such and such. They are specifically looking for more of an office job, but if your character would be looking for someone to do a project with them or have a group that need another extra hand, feel free to approach Kron. I imagine they'd be putting up like notices on like notice boards or making an announcement at faction meetings. So, yes.
The Kron the freelancer.
Probably.
All right. Unless
Um,
anyone has anything else, feel free to type your thoughts anywhere in the server after this meeting. I'll work on making a form for you to fill out if you so desire. Haha, thank you, Stacey. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Meeting adjourned.